And a last quarter-final between two teams that know each other very, very well indeed. Canada, after a poor start by their own high standards yesterday, recovered well to book their place in the last 8 with victories against Ireland and the United States of America. England were unbeaten until they ran into the brick wall that was Australia, and we have an exciting matchup in prospect here. They've played 13 times. Canada have the edge with 7 wins to 6 of England, and maybe the last meeting between them is the most telling. Canada with an emphatic 31-0 victory in London back in May of this year. Sudhai's beside me, and you're looking at an England team, and there is maybe one surprise omission from the starting 7.
Yeah, Heather Fisher for me. I thought she was outstanding yesterday, got everywhere, all around the pitch, 10 tackles, just brought such an energy to the team and so good in defence. But Simon Middleton's gone with a slightly more handling set of forwards to try and compete, I guess, with the threat of people like Karen Paquin on the outside for Canada.
Interestingly, Canada don't feature at all in the top 12 offloaders in the tournament yesterday. They don't have a single name in that stat list. A hint perhaps for how England coach Simon Middleton can handle this Canada threat. They don't tend to offload, which means you can set yourself up a certain way defensively.
Yeah, they tend to move the ball from side to side to create gaps on the outside because they've got the pace of Harvey and the pace of Paquin.
I'm interested to see how they handle it. Joanne Watmore with the first touch of the game and a strong handoff, looks for the pass back inside. Almost a try right from the kickoff there. There is a foot in touch, but a brilliant start by England. Canada caught napping from the kickoff there.
Joanne Watmore looked almost surprised. That ball bounced up straight into her hands. If she'd been expecting it, possibly she'd have been in for the try, but Canada just managed to get enough defence there. Strong start for England, but really poor under the kickoff for Canada. You have to get under those and take them first time. How many times have we said that?
So maybe a lack of concentration from Canada there. You've got to get the restarts. Jen Kish does take the line out though, and the pass is poor. This is almost an exact mirror of the France-Fiji game, and we're going to go back for the scrum.
It is. The France-Fiji game, the scrum can't have been 3 inches away from where that scrum is now. England will be hoping that Katie McLean and Alice Richardson can emulate what Christelle Leduff managed in that game. Big, big scrum, and of course England don't have their best scrummager, Heather Fisher.
Awkward one for McLean to deal with, but she does get the penalty. Offside, quick tap and go, wasting no time. Wilson Hardy 2 metres short of the line now. England, you'd imagine, use their big strike runners and try and bash their way towards it. That's exactly what they tried. Claire Allen hit hard in the tackle, and options both sides for McLean now. Scarrett drifts a long one out. Harvey's got bags of pace. Watmore is strong though and gets the offload back to Scarrett. Has she got the go gadget arms on her today? She's trying to reach. She's just short though. Still there for England. Overlap on the left. It's a 3-on-2. Simple hands will do it. Allen for the corner. Wilson Hardy looking for a 4th try of the series, and she gets in the corner. What a start by England.
They made it eventually, England, didn't they? Brilliant defence from Canada, speeding up off their line. That's what you have to do when you're that close to the line. But they moved it one side to the other, kind of rugby Canada like to play. And in the end, relatively easy for Amy Wilson-Hardy. Karen Paquin, though, such pace, still managed to get the last-ditch tackle in. Good handling from England back and forth across the pitch. And a great finish from Amy Wilson-Hardy. That's her 4th try of the weekend.
Brilliant stuff by England. What a start. They've just blitzed Canada, really, who still seem a bit shaken by the opening couple of minutes here. Conversion to come from the corner. No wind at all out there. It's a beautiful sunny day in the Dubai desert, but the kick drifts left and wide, so 5 points it is for England, but they'll be stirred by that.
They will, and this is why we say the kick-off receipts are so important in sevens. That all came because Canada didn't claim the kick-off. It allowed England that possession really close to the Canadian try line. You have to get those kick-off receipts right, and there's bags of wide open space here that Canada aren't defending.
Restart again, goes long. Watmore's after it, can't quite get there this time. And tackle just short of the halfway line. A good tackle it was too. Harvey digs one out. Russell looking to get the speedsters going on the wing. As Sue mentioned, the side-to-side attacking structure that we know and expect from Canada, because they do have in the corner. There shouldn't be a problem. There isn't a problem, and Canada strike back.
Yeah, England just completely lost for pace there. Rachel Burford wasn't quite up in the line. Magali Harvey saw that and just simply gassed her. She is absolutely so fast, Magali Harvey. And there, she just looks up, sees that Burford's not quite up in the line. A very good cover tackle in the end from Alice Richardson, but just not enough. Lovely finish from Magali Harvey. Such pace.
10 now.
And she has the chance to put Canada in front here with a difficult conversion attempt right in the corner, similar to England's attempt. But she is a very good striker. The ball, look at that, almost there. Unlucky, but 5 points apiece. What a start to this game.
And to end
of yesterday's play, we have not been disappointed one iota, I can tell you. And Canada now, through Harvey, going to get play back underway. Look at this pitch perfect kick, dropping just over the 10-metre line, allows your chasing teammates to get up there and make an impression on it. But England dealt with it very, very well, and Alice Richardson leading the charge over the 10-metre line. Needs a bit of help. Pick off the base, Harvey into tackle, Richardson once more to McLean, who stopped just short of the halfway line. Options now really on the left for England here. Lovely floating pass on the outside was a dangerous one. But only Wilson Hardy just had to take it off her knee and then present it for the backs to have another go. Pressure again, good one from Paquin, straight through, and that's going to go into touch. Albeit it did come off her hand, so a knock on.
yeah, good pressure from Paquin, but just accidentally knocked it on in the tackle. England much more organised in attack than yesterday, trying to get the offloads out because they don't have the pace of most of the teams. They don't have the pace of a Harvey and a Paquin on either side, so having to go much more down the middle and trying to get the offloads in. At the moment, the Canadian defence totally equal to it though.
Bind. Set.
Scrum for England. Clean digs it out.
McLean gets it taken away from the base of the scrum.
Just off to Watmore, tries to break the tackle, keeps the ball alive. Down McLean once more now. Wilson Hardy to Scarrett on his near side. She's going to eye up Jennifer Kish until the back her long legs to win this race. Is she going to get there? Yes, she is. Oh, Kish dived on it. Who got that? Try, give it. Well, what a piece of individual brilliance. Jen Kish is not happy. She wants to go to the RVR. There is no RVR on pitch 2, so the referee's decision is final. And I think she got that bang on.
As a player, you always think you're the one that made the touchdown. Let's see, and of course the referee hasn't had this view. No RVR on this pitch. Lovely kick through from Emily Scarrett. So tight to call, isn't it? Let's give the attacking team advantage.
Piece of individual brilliance from Scarrett. She looked up, saw Jen Kish and said, you know what, I got you in my pocket.
Well, I think she looked up and thought, I can't outpace you, but I can kick it round you and let's have a foot race to get there.
That's the nicer way of putting it. So conversion attempt from McLean to make it a 7-point game, and she strikes it beautifully as well. Is it going to drift just wide? It is. So that'll be the last action of the first half. A very, very entertaining first half. 3 tries in total, 1 for Canada, 2 for England, which means they lead this one by 10 points to 5.
So it looks like we've got a close one on pitch 2. Big shout out to all our Canadian fans. And big up the England team as well. All to play for.
Right, exactly as we said. Alright, possession continuity is the key. Alright, so just make sure we don't let ourselves get isolated. But the toe tackling a little bit, so second person at B might just have to smash it and get it to ground and get it back. Alright? Yeah, once we've punched a couple of times, really shorten them up. So don't overdo it. If you're here from first receiver, it's time to go, it's time to go. And then we just get on our bike and support on the inside, because they will keep chasing down, we know that. Alright? But the way we're playing at the moment is exactly how we want to be. Punch through, offload, be getting nice and tight so we can either support the offload or we can clean quickly.
We make them work for it, yeah? They don't come through as we hook up, we make sure we've got good shape and we make them fucking wear their asses off, yeah?
Strong words from Early Scarred there. Apologies for the colourful language in it, but I mean, I tell you what, it's been an impassioned start by England. Interesting what Simon Middleton was saying there. Punch up through the middle and then get your offloads away, and that's the tactic that they're using against Canada to great effect.
Trying to turn England into Fiji at this rate.
Yeah. Well, that's the starting 7 that he went with. As he mentioned, the likes of Heather Fisher might feel a little bit aggrieved. They've got, you know, some strong ball carriers there, but obviously the tactics paying off. Michaela Staniford, Fran Matthews, Vicky Fleetwood, who was featured in a couple of games yesterday after making her debut off the bench in the opening game. This is a tricky one for Watmore. She watched it.
Restart kick gathered by Watmore.
And a clean take as well. Trying to punch holes through the middle there was England's number 3, Alice Richardson. Options both sides, they get the penalty.
Canada going off their feet at the break there.
Canada just being warned to stay on their feet there. Megan Lucan, the guilty party. England again, you can see exactly what Simon Middleton was saying. Punch up the middle, then get the offload away. It went backwards. Not the tidiest at the moment. Canada get possession now. Jen Kish standing wide. They've got Paquin out here as well, and Harvey, the danger runners.
Yeah, England, you can see they're up the middle and offload, up the middle and offload. They don't have the pace. Canada will probably see completely the opposite. Paquin out on this side, Harvey out on that side. Absolute gas.
Here's Jen Kish. Nice pass. You want it in the front. Brittany Benn to Paquin. Sways up. Joanne Watmore and takes it into contact. Kish trying to dig this one. And it's there for Canada to try and go again. Shipped across this time by Lucan. Russell. Molesky. The pass to the dangerous strike runner Harvey. Look at her go. England equal to it that time. Russell again. No real option. And the lovely long arms and the dummy. Back inside to Harvey. She's got to back her pace. And she's got to get there underneath the post. Boom! What a try for Canada.
And this time it was Canada with the offloads, wasn't it? But on top of the offloads, they've got the absolute gas to go with it as well. Kelly Russell, the long arms. Little dummy past Emily Scarrett. That's where England lost it. And then once you've offloaded to Magali Harvey, the pace that she's got, there was only one winner.
Well, the conversion attempt is right underneath the post, and it's going to be Harvey to try and convert her own try. Doesn't miss these ones. You'd be pretty sure she's not going to miss this one. Over it goes. 7 points for Canada. Means they lead by 12 points to 10 now.
12. England 10.
Finally balanced game this, isn't it? So far, Joanne Watmore's done a very good job of taking these kickoffs from Canada, but if Jen Kish can just get under one for Canada and get the ball back, that would put all the pressure back on. Poor old Magali Harvey, she scores the tries, takes the conversions and has to run back to the centre spot to take the kicks. They're asking a lot of her, no time to rest.
There's a restart, high hanging ball again. England deal with it, and they deal with it very well considering the pressure. See Wilson Hardy getting pushed off the ball up. She had to pick that one up going backwards, and she rescued the situation, because if Canada turned that one over, they were in trouble. England again looking to punch holes. Watmore, nice footwork from her, still going, and the pass as well to McLean, who bursts a hole through the middle, and she's put down eventually by Megan Lucan. Told to leave it now. Watmore once more. Nice little mismatch here. Now, Jen Kish to come across. Harvey is there as well. Canada should be okay, but look at this. Confident, strong run by Fleetwood. Over the line. Look at the offload as well, and Watmore on the burst. They won't catch her. She's got to go under the post. She will, because Harvey's given up. She's out of breath from her last try, and England bounced back in brilliant style. They're going to retake the lead here, but that was all about Fleetwood, really.
Vicky Fleetwood, the hooker in 15s. That's not a bad bit of gas for a 15s hooker, is it? Her first tournament, brilliant piece of pace here. The team created space for her really well, but what she did so well here was cut inside, which committed both defenders. Harvey and Kish taken out of the game, so she was able to get the offload into Watmore, who's backing up really well, and we know that she doesn't make a mistake from there. England right back in this game, but really is end-to-end stuff, isn't it?
An incredible match. That's the conversion. The extra 2 points for England, which means they lead now by 5. And just when you thought Canada were getting a foothold on things, England strike back, but an incredible piece of running by Fleetwood and the presence of mind, despite being on the ground, to get that offload away. And This is anyone's now.
It's made a big difference for me. England today have picked Katie McLean and Alice Richardson as two playmakers, which they didn't really do yesterday.
Scarred went up to challenge there. Russell equal to it. And look at Harvey trying to snipe around the fringes and get away from the first tackle. And the second had to be made. And it was made. That was a try saver, no doubt about it, because Harvey was gone.
That was Claire Allen, 10 tackles yesterday, another important one for England.
Jen Kish sends one out. Lucan. Across the pitch comes Mileski. Still with Mileski. The pass on the outside. Watmore has to make this. It's gone forward and into touch. First defence. No, we go for the line out.
Here's the cover tackle. Vicky Fleetwood doesn't make it. Claire Allen covering. Brilliant defence. Maggie Harvey has such pace and very good defence from England all round because they had the ball, Canada, 2 inches from the touchline this side of the pitch, moved it all the way to Paquin on the other side of the pitch, and England had it covered, which is very, very disciplined defence from them.
Here comes Heather.
Time off.
Well, perhaps unlucky not to get into the starting 7, but her impact off the bench, as is a joint second in the tackles yesterday with 10 in total. And she's going to come on and give it everything for the last 90 seconds or so.
Yeah, she needs to stay calm. She'll have been champing at the bit to get on. She just needs to not do anything, not try anything too difficult now. Just stay in the patterns and put some of those hits in that she was putting in yesterday. Big couple of minutes now for Canada. Can they get their hands on this ball off England?
Well, the first thing Heather Fisher has to do is win this scrum. It's come back on the England side, but pressure, is it in touch? It is now. A foot in. Well, that's exactly what they didn't want, because Canada are going to have a line out, and their specialists, as you mentioned, Jen Kish, so dangerous here. They like to use ball off the top, and with Harvey out in that back line, give her the ball and just back herself.
Yeah, so much space out here for Harvey, and interestingly, they're throwing Kish out into the centres as well. A really good distributor, so you'd imagine here catch and get the ball out to Harvey.
Any ball off the top, Paquin.
Hold.
Doesn't take it quite first time, but second time no problem. Pass is not good to Kish. Did that go forward? Referee says it did. And that is a huge chance gone for Canada, and England back in this one with possession.
Yeah, that's exactly what Canada didn't want, and exactly what you don't expect from Jen Kish. Yes, it's a bouncing ball, but you have to take that. So poor handling from Canada's let them down here. Did this go forward? I'm not sure it did. It's so, as a referee, you see the ball get knocked and you imagine it's going to be forward. Probably a little bit unlucky, Jen Kish there, but a big call for England. They have to keep their hands on the ball for 30 more seconds.
Stay 2.
5 points between them. If they win possession here and just keep it, why not pick and go and trust your strong runners and your physicality to get you there? They've got a penalty, they've got 3 seconds. Pass it and kick it out, and you're into the semi-final. Well, I mentioned the last time these sides met was in Twickenham in London in May. 31-0 Canada won on that occasion, but this has been an altogether different story. There it is, out over the touchline, and the final whistle goes. A cracking game of rugby, it has to be said, and England doing just enough to book their place in the last 4. Look at Simon Middleton, look what it means to the players as well. Coaching mastermind, you'd have to say, executed to precision, and England win this one. Final score, Canada 12, England 17.
And it'll be England taking on Russia. Those games coming up later on today. And I'm going to hand you back over to Mr. Gani C.
All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, let's make some noise for Canada.